Here's a leadoff guy for Atco Slusher, and he fouls off the first pitch and strike one. Slusher, the shortstop, right-handed hitter. Last time against the Bulldogs, 0 for 4. Hitting against Ethredge, ground out to short, ground out to third, takes a pitch, high. And he struck out, reached on a fielder's choice. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind is blowing across the field as it normally does. Left field to right. Here's a breaking ball that just missed. 2 balls and 1 strike. James throws a slider, curveball, changeup, and a fastball, of course. Probably in the mid-80s. There's a fastball there. Called a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The umpire very loud on that call, so that was just strike 2. What's he going to do if this is strike 3? Let's see. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He punches him out, raises up the right hand. James strikes out another batter in his junior season. That's his 110th of his career. 47th of the season. Brings up Alec Waldron, a tall catcher, who went 0 for 2 against James. A walk, a strikeout, reached on an error. Strike 1 on that first pitch, a slider. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Cody Dowd at third. Bailey Salter is the shortstop. Hunter Brady, the second baseman. Jeremy Beasley playing first. Logan Martin is catching. Here's a pitch high, but he swings and misses at it anyway. 0-2. May have been above the letters. Outfield left to right, Christian Moore, Levi Allier, Hunter Braddock. James out in front, 1 down, 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Off speed, got him, swing and a miss, strike 3. Marcus Tucker will come up. Right-handed hitter. Left-handed pitcher. Fly out to right, walked, and he struck out against James. He's back in the box. See if he can handle the fastball, but James goes off speed and gets him to swing and miss at it. James is on a roll in the first inning. Here comes the pitch. Check swing, the ball tapped right side very slowly. Jeremy Beasley picks it up. James is to the bag, catching the ball from Beasley for out number 3. So easy, 3 up and 3 down for the junior pitcher. And those scores we had at the bottom of the first inning. And take a break. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101. We got a lot of sports action today in lines. The Toombs County baseball team playing Atco right here on Y101, scoreless. Starting the top of the second inning, Devontae Glaze, the second baseman, at the plate. First pitch from Ethredge drops low. James with a 3 up and 3 down first. Couple of strikeouts. And the grounder right side of the infield. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Also soccer action today over at the middle school, Toombs County and Vidalia. Last time the two teams played at Vidalia, the Lady Indians won 5-2. I didn't see that game. We had baseball that day. That's the day the Bulldogs were playing McIntosh. Pitch gets away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Saw the second half of the boys' game. The boys were down 2-0 at halftime, but they came back with 2 quick goals in about 3 minutes. Tied up the ball game. Here's the pitch. Fouled off the fence, ricocheting back out of the field in fair territory. Went to penalty kicks after 2 5-minute overtime periods, and the Dogs won it. So we'll see what happens today. Hope to get over there and see some of the boys' game. If we get through here, the girls' game started at 5. 2-2 on Glaze with Austin White on deck, and then the Entree Glaze coming up. They're twins, the Glaze brothers. Here's the pitch. It's high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In fact, a lady came over here looking for the soccer game. Of course, I used to play soccer over at the pit, but that was years ago. And the 3-2 pitch. Call, strike 3. James comes inside off speed. Gets his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Brings up Austin White. He was hitting 8th last time, 5th in this ball game. James struck him out twice, and he had a single. So 1 for 3 in that ball game. By the way, the Glaze that just hit, he struck out twice against James, and James pumps in another strike. 0-1. Been a lot of fun watching him pitch this season. Nothing better than watching a guy throw strike after strike. Here's one foul back. 0-2. Keeps the game moving at a good pace. We can play this one well under 2 hours. James keeps pitching like this. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him on 3 pitches. Back-to-back strikeouts. He started off this game striking out 4 out of the first 5 and has retired 5 in a row. Here's DeAndre Glaze, the third baseman. He was hitting higher in the lineup last time, third. Today hitting 6th. He went 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, fly ball to center, and a ground out to second. So Levi Allier's moving over to his left in center field. Maybe thinking about that right now. Here's the pitch. Did he wave at the curveball, or was it a strike? It doesn't matter, it's strike 1. James threw 6 pitches to the first guy, 3 to the second. Here's the second pitch to the third guy. Just missed inside at the letters. Ooh, great location on that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think James can put it anywhere he wants to right now. Here's the pitch. Hit up in the air, out of play, behind home plate. See you later, baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind still whipping, blowing from left to right. It straightens out the American flag in right center field. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball sails low and away. Gets away from Logan Martin. One of those low pitches that James will throw. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck for ATCO in the scoreless game. Top of the second is Dakota Bennett. Temperature in the lower 80s today. Glaze with an open stance. Awaits the 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Just missed inside. James thought maybe strike 3. Was that one above the letters? Question mark. Our Fox track? No, we don't have that. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I don't know if I believe it when they show it on the Braves games. 3-2 pitch. Swing! Missed strike 3. Got him anyway. Off speed there. What an inning for James. 3 strikeouts. 6 up, 6 down, and 5 Ks to start off this ball game. He struck about 11 times last time. How many is he going to get today? Game scoreless going to the bottom of the second as we break on Y101. And welcome back to Bulldog Baseball as we get ready for the top of the 3rd inning. Very quick ball game. Bulldogs leading 1-0. James Ethredge has faced the minimum. 6 up, 6 down with 5 strikeouts, including 3 in a row in the 2nd inning. Facing the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, beginning with Dakota Bennett, left fielder, right-handed hitter. Even stance toward the back of the box. The umpire waving his hands right now. Looking over toward the ATCO dugout. Not sure why, but we're ready to go. James gets a sign from Logan Martin. Rocks and fires. First pitch of the 3rd. Hit foul right side out of play. That's always a good sign for James when he gets a lot of foul balls. When he's pitching against Jeff Davis last week here, that's what was happening. The Yellow Jackets were hitting a lot of foul balls. 0-1. Next pitch. Fastball is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitching staff this season with a 1.96 earned run average, even after giving up 5 earned runs yesterday to Calvary. This pitch is hit up in the air. Foul right side out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bulldog pitchers have struck out 125 and walked 42. 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Last year it was 144 to 60. Here's the pitch. Tap right side of Jeremy Beasley. Reaches down to snag it, run to the bag. 7 up, 7 down. 3 unassisted. Brings up Ken Smith, the DH today. Big guy, looks like a football player. Center fielder last time the 2 teams played, hitting for the pitcher, Pierce. Right-handed hitter. Now stepping in, he broke up James' no-hitter last time, leading off the 5th. 1 down here in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. James has not thrown many balls in this game. Basically, he has been ahead of the count. 0-1 pitch. Missed away. Going to throw a fastball toward the knee. I guess the way he's pitching today, that's a big miss for him because he missed by a lot. 1-1 pitch. Hit up in the air. Into center field and shallow. In comes Levi. Allier makes a catch going into right field. Nice snag. Levi's made a bunch of good catches. So that brings up Alex Mizell, right fielder, hitting ninth. I got two Mizells. Tyler is one. Alex was not in the starting lineup last time. He's toward the back of the box as a right-handed hitter. Fouls off the first pitch. It was a good fastball. Bulldogs leading 1-0, top of the third. 2 down, nobody on. Here's a windup and pitch from Ethredge, and it's low and in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Byron Buxton has had another game rained out. In fact, they were supposed to play 2 today, but they've had some terrible weather up there. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Since hitting his home run the other day, he's had 3 straight days snowed out or rained out. It's life in the Midwest League. 1-2 pitch, close. Logan Martin frames it toward the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, nobody on. Dogs up 1-0. Top half of the third. James Ethredge gets the sign, rears back and fires the pitch to the plate. Hit on the ground, bouncing up the middle. First base hit for Atkinson County today. He took a no-hitter into the 5th last time. He keeps one going until 2 out in the 3rd in the game here at Jackie Jones against the Rebels. So now to the top of the order to Alex Slusher, who started off the game with a strikeout. James, for the first time today, working from the stretch. Jeremy Beasley holding a runner on at first base. First pitch to the plate is a strike. 0-1. James peers in, gets the sign. Slusher stepping in. James looks back at first base. Now throws that way. Soft toss. Dogs up 1-0. You can hear the wind once again. It's a bright sunny day. I told you this morning we're just going to get a little rain. Going to move on out of here. Rain during the midday memory show a little. There's a strike toward the outer end. 0-2. The Bulldogs have 3 hits in this game. Atkinson County has 1. Last year, the pitching staff had a 3.98 earned run average. Right now, it's 1.96. Actually, it would be less than that if you include this game. Here's the pitch, and it's high, but it's been lower this season. It was 1.68 after the Metter game, pitched by Bailey Salter. 1.67 after the Johnson County game, pitched by James Ethredge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Into the ground to Bailey Salter. Moves to his right, feels it, flips to second, and the Bulldogs get the out. That is out number 3. So a runner stranded at first base on the first base hit of the ball game by Atkinson County. No strikeouts for James, but more good pitching. And the Bulldogs lead 1-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd on Y101. Well, it's another quickly paced game for James Ethredge. When he pitches, the game's moved because it doesn't take him long to get through an inning. First inning, 3 up and 3 down, 2 strikeouts and a grounder right side of the infield. Second inning, 3 up and 3 down, very few pitches, but 3 strikeouts. Last inning, got the first 2 outs, gave up a single, and then a fielder's choice ended it. So he's faced 1 over the minimum. And Alec Waldron, the tall catcher, number 2 hitter, will lead off the top of the 4th, and the first pitch is a strike. 0-1. Update on the Masters. Fred Couples, Leishman, and Tiger Woods and Jason Day are all 5 under. I'm watching the 5 under because I don't want to see it go to 7 under. Here's a pitch. I'm not cheering against Tiger. Curveball misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. I want to see that 14-year-old from China make the cut. They penalized him 1 stroke today for slow play on the 17th hole. And if somebody shoots, I guess, 7 under, he doesn't make the cut. Tiger's through 14. Day is through 13. Here's the pitch, and it's low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, they don't penalize many people on the PGA Tour. There are a lot of guys that play really slow. So here's a guy playing, he's a kid, playing in the Masters at the age of 14. It's equivalent to being an 8th grader, and they penalize him. Swing and a miss. Pitch inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waldron struck out his first time to the dish. He's a tall guy, so a big target. James winds. Here's a pitch. Called strike 3 right across. No question. The bat didn't move. So James gets his 5th strikeout of the ball game. He didn't strike out anybody last inning. Brings up Marcus Tucker. He grounded out right side of the infield. Bulldogs leading 1-0. Top of the 4th. Here's a pitch. Strike 1. I mentioned that Steve Lowry was the last guy to be penalized, and that I covered an event, the Alabama Open. It was an amateur event in which he was taking on Cecil Lee. Pitch is hit out of play. Lowry won it when both were at the University of Alabama. Cecil went to my high school. He's a really good golfer, but he's also a good athlete. I used to have to guard him in basketball in this league. He could score. His father was a great athlete. Played at Alabama. 0-2 pitch, you may remember him. Pitch is fouled off right side out of play. His name was Hootie Ingram. He played with Bart Starr. Actually was a quarterback and a halfback. And a great defensive back. He was a head coach at Clemson. That didn't go too well. He was an athletic director at Florida State and Alabama. Retired now. Pitch is fouled back. I once played a little joke on his son. I'm not going to say what it was, but he took it like a man. It had to hurt a little. 0-2 on Marcus Tucker, first baseman, right-handed hitter. 1 down, nobody on. Ethredge raises up the left leg, delivers a pitch. Hit up in the air, out of play, again toward the pit. We see a lot of this when James is pitching. A lot of foul balls right side. Right-hander's not able to get around on it. 0-2. James is ready to go. Tucker's waving the bat. James delivers a pitch. Called strike 3. Placed beautifully outside edge. The batter didn't move the bat. And so James has 6 strikeouts, 2 in this frame. He struck out the side of the second. So that could be the pattern. Strike out the side of the even frames. Here's Devontae Glaze. He struck out to lead off the second. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1. Bulldogs up 1-0 on a Ben Brantley 2-out hit in the second inning. Dogs need this victory. Need to beat McIntosh on Tuesday. And, of course, Long County on Friday at home. The McIntosh game will be on the road with the Sand Gnats. And they're bad down there. There's a ball hit over to Bailey Salter at short. Moves over toward the back. Bobbles the ball. Picks it up. Throws to first. Got him anyway. So it's a 3-up and 3 down. Little adventure on that grounder. Routine play. But Salter makes it happen with the arm. Remember, he's a pitcher. So a 3-up and 3 down for James. He's done that 3 out of the 4 innings. He's allowed only 1 hit, and the Bulldogs lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning on Y101. James Ethredge is working on a 1-hitter against his Atkinson County team. He's getting ready to face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Austin White, Deontre Glaze, and Dakota Bennett. The only base hit, 2 down in the 3rd by the number 9 hitter, Mizell. Hit a single. Back up the middle. Levi Allier made a nice play on the batter before to catch a ball in right center field. On Kent Smith, who broke up the no-hitter last time the 2 teams played in the 5th inning. James getting ready to face a right-handed hitter. Boys pitched some really good ball games this year. First pitch is high and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. He really started when he went 7 for the first time in his career. And he did it against the Metter Tigers. 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. And his next start was against his Atkinson County team, pitched all 7. 4 hits, 1 earned run, 11 strikeouts, 3 walks. He tried to bunt and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes on White. Then he came back and just dominated Benedictine on a 3-hitter, pitched all 7 innings, did not give up an earned run, struck out 8, did not walk anybody. You couldn't have pitched better. Pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Then at Long County, pitched well on just 3 days rest, but the Bulldogs made errors. He gave up 9 runs, but just 1 was earned. 6 hits, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Took a loss, his only loss of the season. Swing and a miss, strike 3. James has 7 strikeouts. Chance to break his career high, which is 11. 11 against Atkinson County. And he had 11 against Jeff Davis. And in that game, he didn't walk anybody. He hasn't come close to walking anybody today. Here's Glaze. Here's a pitch. Fastball is high. He was called out on strikes for out number 3 and a 3 up and 3 down second, in which all 3 outs were strikeouts. 1-0 pitch. That one missed. A rare 2-0 for Ethredge. Coming in, his earned run average really low, 1.30. 5-1 this season. Here's the pitch. Fastball strike. Last year, as a sophomore, 1-5, but he had a 2.71 earned run average. His strikeout to walk ratio, nothing like it is this year. 39-20 last year. Pitch is low. Here's a 3-1 count. Including today's game, James has struck out 116 and walked 40. But he's dealing with a 3-1 count on Glaze. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4. His first walk issue.
Good spot, let's go.
His last outing was, of course, the Jeff Davis game when he didn't walk anybody. Brings up Dakota Bennett. He struck out 46 this year and walked 8. Pitch, he's bunting it. James will pick it up. Look at second. Fire that way a little high, and it brings Salter off the bag. It's a chance to get the out with a good throw. So runners on first and second. And a good throw in the bag. And you got Glaze out at second base, no question about it. So here's a threat for Atkinson County. This is a close ball game, obviously. 1-0 in the top of the 5th. And it brings up Ken Smith, who had a base hit off James last time and hit the ball fairly well. First time up, flat out to right center. Levi Allier had to come in and make a nice one-handed catch. 1 down, runners on first and second. James from the stretch. Comes set. He'll check Glaze at second. He's not moving too much over there. Here's the pitch. Hit over to James by his glove, though. Brady picks it up. He'll throw to first base and get the out. Almost had a chance to tag out the runner at first coming to second. If the ball had been hit a little harder, he would have had that opportunity. Instead, he took, I guess, the only thing he could take right there, and that's the out at first. So now runners on second and third for a guy who stroked the first base hit off James, and the only one of the ball game, Mizell. James will work from the full windup, 2 down. See if he can keep it 1-0. Here's a pitch. Check swing and a strike. 0-1. So this is a big at bat in this ball game. Righty against righty as a tennis ball rolls toward the mound. Where did that come from? Why is somebody throwing a tennis ball at a baseball game? It reminds me of Luke Stroud, who I saw yesterday. When he was a little boy and come to basketball games, he'd be kicking that soccer ball around. It would wind up on the basketball. Ball's fouled off. Little foul tip, I guess, caught by Logan Martin. 0-2. So James way out in front, trying to get the third out with runners on second and third to keep the Bulldogs up 1-0. Top of the 5th inning. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, very close. Was it low? I guess so. 1 ball, 2 strikes. James going toward the knee, outside edge. Almost a perfect pitch. Umpire pointing toward the ATCO dugout. Not sure why that was a field umpire. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third. James looks toward third and now delivers a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets his 8th strikeout. That's a big one. Straining runners on second and third in the 5th inning. So the Dogs still have their little lead at 1-0. Let's see if they can add on to it as they attack the left-hander, and the top of the order will be coming up with their third look at Quinn Pierce. We'll take a break as we move to the bottom of the fifth on Y101. James Ethredge pitching another gem so far, going to the top of the sixth inning with the Bulldogs leading 1-0. He's allowed just one base hit, a two-out single by the number 9 hitter, Alex Mizell, in the third inning. He's walked one. He came with one down in the last inning when he walked DeAndre Glaze. He has struck out 8, including the last guy he faced, Alex Mizell, the number 9 hitter. With runners on second and third, he faces Alex Slusher, the leadoff guy, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and he reached on the fielder's choice. First pitch to the right-handed hitter. Swings and hits a soft liner to Braddock at second. Easy snag, one down. And that brings up Alec Waldron, the catcher. He's 0 for 2. He struck out twice today. James had 2 strikeouts in the first inning, struck out the side in the second, didn't strike out anybody in the third, struck out the first 2 batters he faced in the fourth, struck out the first and last batter he faced in the fifth. Tall right-handed catcher, open stance, first pitch, fastball missed away. 1 ball, no strikes. The Bulldogs scored their run in the second inning if you're just tuning in. 3 two-out hits, Logan Martin, Christian Moore, and then Ben Brantley with 2 down drove in the run. Chandler Wright scored it running for the catcher, Logan Martin. Breaking ball missed. 2 balls, no strikes. Bright sunshine blaring into the press box here. Still better to be here today than where we were yesterday for me. I like it better here. There's a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. I think all the fans enjoyed going over there. The players enjoyed playing at Grayson Stadium. It was interesting to look down at the game from heaven. Pitches a strike outside edge. Maybe not that high, but I did see a cloud fly by. 2 balls, 2 strikes. James winds. Here's the pitch. Reaches, swings, and misses at it. Strike 3. James has 9 strikeouts. He's got plenty of time to hit a dozen, which would be a career high. He's hit 11 twice. Brings up Marcus Tucker. He's 0 for 2 on a ground out to the right side and a strikeout. First pitch, almost hit him. Gets away. James, I guess, just lost that pitch, leaving his hand. It did not come out right. Braves are playing Washington this evening. Facing a lefty by the name of Detweiler, who walks some guys. Maybe somebody can walk. Maybe the leadoff guy can walk. Pitch missed inside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on for Atkinson County. Top of the 6th, Bulldogs leading but 1 slim run, 1 zip. Here is the pitch. James throws a strike. 2-1. Ethredge, a junior, also a football player. Guess he'll be in the mix at quarterback. I don't know what they're going to do with spring practice, which is supposed to start on the 24th with all the baseball players who play football and all the quarterbacks who play baseball. 3 balls, 1 strike. James Ethredge, Ben Brantley, Chris Mobley, and Jordan Usher are all baseball players. Usher, a B-teamer, is at the game today. 3-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to Salter. And he knocks it down. Didn't pick it up cleanly. Couldn't find it. Throws to first base and late. Ball hit right at him. That would be an error. He bobbled one earlier, but recovered and made the play. That time he just didn't pick up the ball after he bobbled it. Couldn't find it, I guess. So he makes a 2-out error. Brings up Devontae Glaze. The first error the Bulldogs have made today. Glaze a strikeout, and he grounded out to the shortstop, Bailey Salter. That may be the play I'm talking about. Bailey made a good throw to first base to get it. That throw was a little bit late. So James to the stretch. He hasn't been in this position many times in the ball game. Now, he steps off, or did Glaze take time? Whatever, the pitch won't be made. Dogs up 1-0, top of the 6th. This is a fast game, especially compared to the game on Tuesday. Here's the pitch to Glaze. It missed. Low hit game by both pitchers. Both pitchers throwing strikes. 1 ball, no strikes on Glaze. Cleanup guy today. They got a third baseman and a second baseman who are twin brothers. Oh, they picked him off at first base. Jeremy Beasley guns down to Salter, tags him out way before he gets to the bag. James gets the out himself. Now throwing a pitch to the dish. That's out number 3. And so nobody is left aboard for Atkinson County in the top of the 6th. Bulldogs still leading 1-0 as we break on Bulldog Baseball on Y101.
One hit on the
Little. Right. Back while we were picking him out, come back. One big right here. Very strong. About right there, 4 or 5 feet.
blowing and shooting, okay?
James Ethredge pitching a one-hitter going to the 7th inning with 9 strikeouts and 1 walk. The Bulldogs have made 1 error. I guess the big inning was the 5th inning when he stranded runners at 2nd and 3rd. So here we go. He'll face Devontae Glaze, Austin White, and DeAndre Glaze. The first Glaze coming to the plate is a second baseman, a strikeout, and a ground out to short.
Knock it down. Let's go, infield.
So 1-0 Bulldogs, top half of the 7th inning. James trying to win his 6th game of the season. Here's the first pitch, fouled off toward the pit, right side, out of play. Strike 1. Last year he was a hard luck pitcher, going 1-5. This year 5-1 coming in. He only lost at Long County. Game he could have won with some defensive help. 0-1 pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Obviously, these 3 guys coming up do not have a hit, and they have struck out a combined 4 times against Ethredge. Here's the pitch. Swing at a ground ball, and that one is through and into left field for a base hit. So, a leadoff single in the 7th inning by the cleanup hitter. He's 1 for 3. Brings up Austin White, who has struck out twice today. So James has mastered him. Can he do it for a 3rd time? He did it on 3 pitches the first time.
0-2. Knock it down, infield. Let's go.
And he did it on a 2-2 pitch the 2nd time. He's bunting. Pitch is high. Logan Martin cranks up like he's going to make a throw to first base. Glaze was off the bag. Logan kept the baseball at the plate. Dogs up 1-0 top of the 7th. A little drama with that runner at first. Here's a pitch. He's bunting it over to Ethredge. He turns, looks, and throws to second, and the Bulldogs get the lead man. Help from Logan Martin, I'm sure, telling James to go to second. Bailey Salter was there to take the catch. 1 down. Brings up DeAndre Glaze. Strikeout and a walk today. He's a right-handed hitter. He's a 3rd baseman. One guy wears 8. This guy wears number 5. Without the numbers, you wouldn't know who they are. They're built the same. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Strike 1. James shooting for his 10th strikeout. 1 out, top of the 7th. If you're just tuning in, Bulldogs leading 1-0 on a Ben Brantley RBI hit. Ben the DH today. Came with 2 down. Here's a stretch by Ethredge. And here comes the pitch. Sinks low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bulldogs coming in with 8 region wins, trying to win their 9th. He's stepping back in. And here's the Ethredge pitch with the runner going, foul back. Got it on the end of the bat and sent it back into the screen. So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. I cannot see the scoreboard. The sun is just blaring in right now from left field. 1 ball and 2 strikes. James gets a new baseball, puts his right foot on the rubber. As usual, he sets up first base side, facing a right-handed hitter. Ahead of the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 down, runner at first. Here's a stretch. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Logan Martin setting up outside, and James hit the mitt for his 10th strikeout. So 2 down for Dakota Bennett. He grounded out to Jeremy Beasley on a nice pick, 3 unassisted. Reached on a fielder's choice. ATCO down to its final out in a 1-0 game. First pitch is low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. James trying to pitch another complete game. Get another victory. He's just been so incredibly consistent this season. It's been amazing. Runner going. Here's a pitch. Hit foul right side and out of play to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. He's sent it to the mound. He's pitching 6 or 7, depending upon whether the Bulldogs are winning or losing. He's going to go the whole way. You don't have to worry about bringing somebody in. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Here comes the pitch. Runner going. Ball hit right side and through. Let's see if they can make it first and third. Ball picked up by Braddock. He's got an arm. Throws to third base, and he is. Oh, the ball gets away. Bulldogs will retrieve it. Catch it. You might have a play there. It was very interesting because you know Hunter, if you were listening to the game yesterday or at it, has a real good arm. He threw out a runner from center field, tagging at third. So now here's the drama. For the second time in the ball game, ATCO has runners on second and third. James got out of this situation in the 5th inning with a strikeout of the number 9 hitter. He gives up his 2nd hit of the inning, 3rd of the game. Brings up Ken Smith, who's 0 for 2. Had a base hit off James last time, breaking up a no-hitter in the 5th. He's flying out to center and grounded out to second. James will work from the full windup. He's been doing a lot more of that than working from the stretch in this game. Maybe he'll be more comfortable as he attacks a right-handed hitter. Here's a pitch, and it is too low, ball 1. So, 1-0 Bulldogs, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Runners on second and third. Sign from Logan Martin. James peeks at third and delivers the pitch. Hit on the ground to Hunter Brady. Goes to the backhand, tries to make the pick, does it successfully. 1 run scores. There's another one to the dish. There's a tag, and he scores, and the Bulldogs are down 2-1. Wow. Bulldogs had a chance to get the out there and in the ball game. So now 2-1 ATCO. Runner at first base. It'll bring up the number 9 guy, Alex Mizell. And now we've got to look to the bottom of the 7th inning. Coming up for the Bulldogs will be Ben Brantley. Then the top of the order, Brady and Dowd. The Bulldogs will need a run to tie. Ball is fouled off right side into the pit. James looks calm out there. But that's got to be a tough situation for a pitcher to almost be out of it. Stranding runners at second and third for the 2nd time. And it just doesn't happen. Takes off his hat, takes a little stroll behind the mound. Now delivers the 0-1 pitch. Check swing on a breaking ball. It's a strike. 0-2. Guy with a single and a strikeout. He's the guy that struck out with the runners on second and third in the 5th. And the 0-2 pitch to the plate, low and away. Now the Bulldogs need a run to tie because they really need this win.
Yeah.
This is one of the teams you really got to beat. You're battling Jeff Davis for 2nd place right now. You're playing at home. The Bulldogs have not lost a home game this season. All the losses have been away from home. Here's the pitch. It's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smith off first base. Went backside with a swing to put his team on top. I guess you call those runs unearned, scoring on a Bulldog error. Righty-righty matchup. Ethredge ready with a 2-2. Here it is called. Strike 3. Runner going. Doesn't matter. That's out number 3. James gets his 11th strikeout. Third time in his career he's done that. Second time against this ATCO team. He didn't want that 11th strikeout. He wanted to end the game with the Bulldogs winning 1-0. Instead, they're down 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th of Y101.